Hi, welcome to Easy Manage Front End App Deploy and Run section. We'll be looking at Flutter App Deploy and Run, and we have already covered the GraphQL API Deploy and Run in the previous section. So we'll be following the Easy Manage documentation for front end Flutter App Deploy and Run. And in the Builder Studio, we are looking at this run build step because we have imported tables and generated our app and APIs, and now we are running it. So let's navigate to our generated code, downloaded and extracted here. So if you follow the Flutter deploy and run, we can locate our Flutter app. It is available in the generated code folder under table services, AppCom, Flutter, UMAP. So to locate the Flutter app, we see this is our downloaded and extracted folder, uh, and we had used the GraphQL APIs from this EMDB GraphQL folder. So now to locate the Flutter app, we look at the generated folder, table services, app.com, and Flutter, and under that EM app. This is our project for Flutter. So we can just open that with our Visual Studio Code. And then one of the first thing would be to get the packages. So all the app with required files, artifacts available are downloaded and um, it's open in our IDE. Now once the get, so actually it has updated the Visual Studio Code, so I will just do it later. All right, our project has a Flutter structure where the lib folder will have the main.dart, which is our starting point, and then the easy manage generated app for screens for each tables and views are available. So I'm gonna just use the Chrome desktop, I mean not desktop, web build, Chrome web JavaScript build for demo purposes. And now after the pop-get packages is complete, then there are no errors, so we can just run the Flutter app. So while it's running, I just wanted to point out that if you're using the Android build, then you would need to specify the IP address for the GraphQL APIs because this 127.0.0.1 works only for the local desktop having the APIs run and then the Flutter app. So it has loaded the dashboard screen from the Flutter app, and we have on the left side some dashboard, sign up, sign out screens, from our templates and table menu list. And also on the right side nav end drawer, we have each table level screens available here. And then the bottom nav, some of the functions available here. So since we are running the Flutter app in a Chrome device and the GraphQL APIs are running locally, we are good with this address and default port. Else, we should check out the IP address of the desktop which is running the API and define it here. And also by default, there's a flag set to use GraphQL true. So if you are using REST APIs, you would need to change that. So let's look at our screens. So let's look at our product screen, product list view. So we see this error has come. Let's see what's the error. So the error has popped up because our GraphQL APIs have been um, down. So I'll just start them. So let's see the product list view. So we got our data from the database table, which is on the cloud server. We are running the GraphQL APIs, and we have this list view available. There is a detail record screen available. Then link tables, you can link, master detail, and the link table can be invoked to get the detail table of a master. Then there is the edit function, input form, input new record, and delete function available. We do pagination inbuilt, and you can navigate to next page and back. All right, after list view, let's see what are the more options available for our product table. So we saw list view, there is a card view available where we just display the two columns, but you can customize it to display what you like and, um, complete your screen. Then there is a paginated data table. We don't recommend that because it has scrolling and pagination kind of a, you know, um, rudimentary methods. List view is preferable. Then interestingly, we have filter screen available for each, generated uh, each table, each database view or table. We have a filter generated. So this is ready-made available as a flexible querying or filtering screen for you. The first line is selected by default, and you can see that you can select a column and you can filter the condition operator. You can select like equal to, not equals, And for the characters, you can also select like, not like, ignore case, and all that. So let me select product number greater than and filter value 2 and then search. So it is showing me all the, products greater than 2 product ID. Then let me narrow it down by adding another condition, and you can also do and or for the next one. So which can be like this true or this true, but we'll select and for now. Product ID we will select less than 5 and product ID greater than 22. Oh, no data matched. All right. So where was I? So it should be or so that I get the I get the first part of my product list less than 5, and then I get the end part of my list, which is ID is greater than 22. So I should use or here, and won't work because this will never be true, both condition. So actually, my mistake there taught us, the ability of filter to select uh, flexibly. So now we have this data. So we have product IDs less than 5 and greater, and then we can now look for our sorting options, because we also provide sort by 2 column level. So you have to select. By default, none of the sort is selected. I'm selecting sort by product name descending. So as you can see, we have sorted it by descending. We could do first primary supplier and then do the product name. Product supplier descending, and then second sort within the product supplier. I want product name descending. So now we can see the looping. This is descending, and within that, it has sorted the product names. And then also you will have pagination available with these filters after filters are applied. So this is a very important feature for easy manage, where you have a flexible querying ability at the end user hands. So there is also input form. You can fill out the data and submit. Then there is a drop down where we fetch the keys, and this can be used where you have a foreign key or master detail, and you want the data integrity to be enforced by having user select the value only from drop down. Then there is one more screen, drop down and edit, and then there is a search is at the record level. Search, so product ID 2 I can search. Then there is a graph. Graph is a template and default structure all available. Only the feeding of the live data as per your table needs to be handled in the code, so that it can show the graph for the your data. We just use a default sample data here, which you can low code customize to show your data in this graph. And then there is a edit form. So as you can see, we have all the screens. Each table level, there are all these 10 screens are available. Um, Second thing I just wanted to show on the code side. So we have organized it in a very nice way, modular, developer friendly. So for each table, all the Dart files are in its own respective folder, and within that table there is a model definition separate which handles the data model and converting from JSON to Flutter instance, or from Flutter instance to JSON, so that you can send it to API. Then there is a service call. We have both service call taken care, either REST or GraphQL for your table. So if you were to run the REST APIs instead of GraphQL, just changing one flag will switch app to talk to REST APIs and fetch data. So you have all this boilerplate and each service call already generated available for you. And GraphQL way of calling, where um, what you need to fetch and is generated. You can always customize all this. So then there is a data table which handles list view, card view, paginated data table. Then there's a drop down, edit form, the filter screen which we saw, the data filter, then input form, then the graph, and leave is some more supportive library functions. So all of these are available for each table and generated. Now in this app, we are seeing like four tables, but if you had 200, 300 tables, all the code is generated within 10 to 15 minutes and available to you. Um, so this is a brief introduction and demo, and we would cover, I think, details on how each feature can be customized, and also how does it look on Android app in a separate section.